Have you guys heard about CERN and their shutdown? Let's talk about it. So, what is CERN? CERN is the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It is the world's premier particle physics laboratory. It's located near Geneva on the French-Swiss border, and it's famous for housing the Large Hadron Collider, a massive underground ring 17 miles long, used to smash particles at nearly the speed of light to study the fundamental laws of nature. Really? How is that connected? How is an underground massive particle smasher learning the and studying the fundamental laws of nature? Let's talk about it. This is my opinion right now. I feel like they are shutting down not for maintenance, which is what they're saying. They're saying they're shutting down for 4 years for maintenance. I feel like they have controlled so much of the weather and the atmosphere and how people are because we're all energy and all of that energy is being affected in some way, right? So I believe that there have been way too many earthquakes, high earthquakes, like 7.0 up to 8 point, whatever, multiple close places. The earth is, she is stressed. She is done. She is like, no, thank you guys. I need a break. But I feel like the CERN has something to do with the weather patterns and the earthquakes, the massive hurricanes we've had in the last handful of years, the amount of tornadoes and the destruction from flooding, severe drought, fires are caused by the severe drought, obviously. Um, Mama Earth needs a break. She needs to breathe. So I think they were seeing that the earth was getting too much. We were too ramped up. We were too ramped up and we needed to take a break. So they closed it. They turned it off in the last week or 5 days. They have closed it down. They have shut it off. Let me see. Let me see if you're feeling what I'm feeling. So let me just tell you too. Um, when what the CERN does is it shifts timelines. Yes, it shifts timelines. So we have been dipping in and dipping out of other dimensions, other timelines throughout our life. And it's completely bizarre. And what that does is that creates our Mandela effect. Do you know what the Mandela effect is? The Mandela effect is when you remember something in history, but it's not true. That's not how it really is right now. But not only you remember it that way, a lot of people, everyone remembers it that way, but it's not like that. So, um I can't even really think. I can think of like the Berenstein, or was it the Berenstein Bears? Was it the Berenstain Bears? Uh, Kit Kat, the rapper, did it have a dash? Did it not have a dash? There's so many things that you Google Mandela effect and they'll give a list of Mandela effect and things will come up and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, this." And then they'll say, "No, it's this and this." And you'll be like, "Oh my God." So that's really weird. But that causes us to have the Mandela effect because we're shifting timelines and we're shifting them as we are sitting here. It's completely in and then out and in and out, and it's bizarre. They also say that the not CERN, but conspiracy theorists, people who dig a little deeper. They're saying that the CERN no is knowingly opening up portals to dark forces. So dark forces are coming in and, you know, I don't know, just I don't know what they're doing, but they're allowing the dark forces to come in and go out and come in and go out through portals, through black holes, into the earth, onto the earth. And now that that's shut down, think about that. It's like the dark forces are like out here and it's all us now. We are the good forces. We are the high vibration good forces. Okay, so they're also saying that CERN is going dark or turned off for 4 years to do a timeline reset. This I don't like at all because I don't need my timeline reset. I don't know why that feels bad. I mean, because I don't want to start over. I want to be where I'm at, in 4 years. I want to be where I'm at. And that's the thing about, right now we are living in this awakening period. We are living in this movement, this consciousness movement to move into the 5D, the fifth dimension of consciousness. That is where we let go of all the fears, the controlled fears that we live in. That's where we let go of the scarcity mindset. That's where we let go of the ego. That is where we all come together and we live in harmony and we are living in higher vibrations, a higher state of consciousness for the good. We're looking at nature differently. We're communicating with the energies around us differently, communicating with nature, communicating with plants, animals, the weather, people, our environment. We're learning what we don't want to be around, and we're learning what we don't want to spend our energy on or who we want to spend our energy on. This is our time. Now that the CERN is turned off, you guys, for the next 4 years, meditate, connect, get stronger. Get stronger with your connection, your spiritual connection, your energetic connection just in nature. I'm telling you, you guys, nature is the key. Nature is the key. Like speaking to animals through your mind. Just, how many of you go outside and say, "Oh, hi, little bird. What are you doing today?" Or, "Hey, pup, where's your mom?" If you see a stray dog, talk to the animals. I'm telling you, they are listening. It's amazing. Um, okay, so that's pretty much what I have. I'm just saying, oh no, that's not all I have. I have one more thing. I don't know if you've noticed, or if you believe in this, but I do. There have been clear blue skies, just like my shirt in northern Colorado for over for about a week now. There has been no trails in the sky. Our sky has been blue. And when we have clouds, it has been normal clouds. They have been normal puffy clouds like when I grew up, when I was a kid. They are normal. We're having normal cloud cover. We're having normal uh dark clouds that look like they're going to rain. Hopefully we get some rain. We're in a drought. But everything I feel like is kind of coming back slowly. It's only been a week, you guys, but everything's kind of coming back slowly to its normal. Let me ask you this. Did you feel completely off last week? Did you feel completely like, I don't even know what I'm doing? Did you feel like I can't even form a proper sentence because the words are not coming out right? Did you feel like you just I like did you feel completely like lost almost? Like what am I doing? Where do I belong? Where am I going? And you're just standing in your house? Um I believe that is because when they shut that thing down, all of our bodies were like trying to regulate and trying to like, whoa, wait a minute. I need to figure out what's going on here. And, after about 5 days, oh, and everyone's ears were ringing really, really badly. That was definitely part of it. And our bodies were completely trying to re regulate and just kind of come back together because that CERN is just spinning and putting out all of this. This is just my opinion. I just feel like it's putting out a lot of weird energy that is just not meant for our bodies to engage with. And it just makes us feel not right. But we get used to it, right? Because we have no choice and we're not really thinking about it. But honestly, in the last week, after I kind of got through those couple days of feeling scrambled, my ears ringing like crazy, feeling like I have cicadas in my head, um, today I feel really calm. I feel really good. I feel really strong. Also, let me ask you this. Have you noticed the days have felt longer in the last week? Like longer like a normal day? That's another thing. I feel like they were realizing that the days were feeling so fast that they were like, we need to shut this down. Everything was getting so ramped up that it was making our days feel like hours. And I felt exactly like that. I kept telling my husband, I said, why are the days so freaking fast? I feel like I feel like I'm in fast forward and I'm trying to produce, work and normal lifey stuff. And I said, and I feel like I have to do it all in 4 hours, and I just looked at the clock right now and it's still early. And it feels like in a typical day, months ago, or even last month, I would look at the clock right now and be like, oh my God, it's so late. Like, why is this going so fast? Time is slowing down right now because CERN has been shut down. The Mandela effect. You may have some dip in and dip out dimensional moments. So kind of be aware of that. Also, notice this is weird, but notice if you lose some weight, lose some uh, fluid retention in your body. Also, notice things that you're like, that's weird. I really thought something was something, and then now I'm like, what happened? Notice all these things, okay? And what else? So the days are longer, dimension dipping in and out, just, oh, sleeping. I have not slept this good in this last week than I have ever in so many years. I'm not kidding. Since I was probably in high school, which is a long time ago. Um, I have slept like a rock. I have dreamt, but they're not the same crazy, weird, like nothing making sense type of dreams. They're just basic, everyday, whatever dreams. Um, but I'm blacked out. I'm not flipping back and forth in my bed. I'm not changing my pillow. I'm not flipping around. I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom all the time. Like, I'm actually sleeping really, really well. And I have more energy throughout the day. I have not changed anything. I have not changed a thing. So see if that is happening to you too. All right, let me tell you a quick story. I was with somebody and they were talking about how they had a negative balance in their bank account. And I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" And they said, "It's really weird because the last time I looked at it, I had $800 in there." And I said, "That feels right to me." I'm a psychic, a medium. I pick up on energy, all the things, right? So I'm just like, that feels right to me. That's so weird. And they said, "Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I looked and now I'm negative and $20." And I said, "Okay." I said, you know, I gave some instruction, try this, try that, reach out to this person, reach out to that person, see what happens, la la la. Okay. Long story short, I get a text at I think like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night. And they said, "Kim, oh my gosh, I got payment from this person. I got this person paid up. I got la la la. I got la 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 la." I said, "Add all that up." And they added it up, and guess what? It was $800. Exactly. Exactly. $800. And I said, "Oh my gosh, you saw it. You saw it. That was it. That was what you were, meant to have. That's what you were supposed to have." We went back and forth, and I said, "Wait a minute. You told me that right when I was telling you and talking to you about this CERN stuff. And now I'm looking at it going, you shifted dimensions or timelines, and you saw your future self receiving $800. Oh my gosh. That blew our minds. I said, "You saw your future self. That is CERN. You were shifting dimensions. You were, going dipping in, dipping out. You saw it. You saw your future self. You saw your future amount that was there." Both of our minds were completely blown. We couldn't believe it. So, let me know if you're experiencing anything differently. Are you feeling more on the ground, more dialed in, more connected, more like you have more time in your day? If you're noticing that you can connect with your psychic abilities better, do better readings with your psychic readings or mediumship readings, connecting and reading people's energy more. Um, there's also something going on where I feel like people, like your thoughts, can manifest into somebody else. And that's really interesting. So, yeah, I don't know, but I do know, and that's what I feel. So this is all my opinion. Take it or leave it, but I'd love to know your thoughts on it. All right. Stay safe out there, people. This is the time to, like I said, manifest, meditate, get in there, connect with your higher self, connect with your angels, connect with your spirit team, see what comes in. And if you would like to join my membership, the 5D activation portal, please come in. It is so amazing. And you guys, this is the right time to get in there. Everything is open. We are closer to connection than ever. Now is the time to do the work, pay attention, learn how to be more present, learn how to be more connected, and really just shift and change your life so you can move into the 5D state of consciousness with ease and with us, with our community. The community is everything. So get in. I highly recommend it, you guys. This is it. All right, join us and let me know what you think.